NMP is a family company. It's a company was owned by my father, and we continued the business that he was doing at that time he died. And the principle of his life was to give to the owner or the customer what was request. The goals of the company is being the best contractor to offer the service of golf construction.
You can talk to any employees that we have, and they are all proud of being NMP. They are proud of going outside and say, I'm with NMP. They're like a family. That's not only my brothers, everybody are a family.
We're proud of what we do. We're not just building a golf course to build a golf course. Like, we're proud of making it happen and making it nice.
NMP's philosophy is really in terms of respect, to respect people, respect clients, the architects, everybody we're working with. It's very important. And also to give a quality of work, but also a quality of relationship with them, you know, and treating them as partner more than as client or suppliers.
Seriously, I cannot think of any client which is not happy. We can start from scratch. I mean, you bring me in front of a forest, and then when we're done, you're gonna play golf. The golf course itself, from A to Z, is gonna be entirely built. So we can cut trees, we can remove stone, we can crush any stone, we can crush any rocks, we can dynamite, we can do drainage, irrigation, shaping. We have our engineers. We can do everything.
The shaping and the raking and the seeding and the building of the greens and the tees, I don't know how they do it. I mean, it's just truly spectacular work. And you'd almost think it was all done by machine or something, or it was done by a computer, but they have the people that can create a gorgeous green, a gorgeous fairway, and difficult rough.
We have a site superintendent which has at least 5 years of experience. Before he becomes a site superintendent, he does have all the knowledge of every aspect of the golf construction.
I would say the one thing that I remember the most about NMP staff was that they were absolutely full of energy and enthusiasm. And if you expected to keep up with them, you better be ready to run, because these guys were going to be here before you, they were going to be here after you, and they weren't going to leave you in the dust. But my point is that they were hard workers, and they were good at what they did, and you had to be prepared to work with a group of individuals of that level.
I was overseeing the construction of the golf course and worked with NMP on a daily basis. What impressed me was that Mario is a principal in the company. He was there every day, and he had work clothes on. And if somebody had to be shown how to do something, he could show them. And he took great pride to see that it was done perfectly.
They enter the facilities, and continue to operate in a very quiet, efficient, and professional manner, and leave the facilities in a condition that sometimes you don't even realize they've been there, and that's a wonderful, wonderful feature.
Sometimes I try to say we are the end of the architect. You know, we do with our team or with our crew what the architect think in his mind.
We call this a championship golf course. And in my judgment, a championship golf course requires three things: a magnificent setting, a great design, and a truly superior construction plan. And we have all three.
You can go to other golf courses and play a 6-hour round and have everybody in front of you and behind you and not enjoy your round of golf. But every hole is romantic enough where you can be with your guests and be in your own world at the same time.
One of the nicest things about this course is the cart paths are the most winding cart paths I have ever come across, and it's beautiful to go around them because it makes you drive a little bit slower and really enjoy what you're following into for your next shot.
This course really challenges every aspect of your game.
This course actually teaches me so much about the game that no other course has really ever taught me. You have this nice wide fairway with all these beautiful trees around you. And as you're coming around the corner, because you can't see the bay yet, all of a sudden, bam, it just opens up. And it is, again, it's spectacular, it's awesome, it's exciting, it's wow, you literally stop in your tracks and say, oh my gosh, and the game of golf is forgotten for a moment. And that just adds value to your golf game compared to just walking up a fairway onto the next one. You actually take the time and look around and appreciate your surroundings.
A company like NMP on site who's done so much work at Royal Montreal and many other clubs, as I mentioned before, it's very comforting in the fact that you know that, first of all, they're going to be on time, they're going to be on budget, and once again, you know that the care that they'll take with your property is in the best of care.
We had a very tough job. They did what they said they were going to do, and they finished it on time.
Our firm belief that NMP could get it done for the price that they had submitted to us without any hidden change orders and within our time constraints that we needed to have it done. And they did. They were brilliant.
The attention to detail as far as the vistas and where the tees are placed, where green sites are placed, it gives the person an entire great day to look around and really forget where they are.
Really hands-on, finished one hole to move to the next. If something wasn't right, they shaped it and fixed it until it suited his eye and then moved on, which you don't get at a lot of courses when they design. It's pretty much the X number of dollars to spend on one hole on to the next, and they don't really take the attention to detail, which is required to make sure one hole is finished off properly before moving on to the next.
6 months after final construction, the course looked as if it had been here for 5 or 10 years. You know, this being our first full season, people play it and can't believe that it's grown in and has done as well as it has.
To have them come out here and say, we need to keep all the native plant material, we need to keep the pit walls, we need to retain the integrity of what we have here and not forget that it's a gravel pit, and work that into the design is great for us because it gives us a unique product.
They've been very, very careful to make sure that all of the plantings are native to this area, not just to the province, but to this specific area. They've incorporated drought-tolerant plants so that over the years our use of water will be diminished.
There's no benches, there's nothing protruding from the tee boxes. Even the trash receptacles are in the ground just to eliminate anything that might obstruct the view.
They left the environment and built the golf course in and around it instead of saying, I'm building a golf course and everything else gets out of my way.
NMP is a great company for one reason. It's their attention to the promise that they made from the very beginning to make sure we were satisfied as a customer.
They've just been a really good company to work with. You know what you're going to get. You know they're going to finish it right, and the price is going to be what you budget.
You know, I'm ready to go back and play 18 more, and we just finished because I think it's that interesting of a golf course.
We're in the process of using the course and our home here to build memories, and so the course itself has become integrated in our lives.
Our most important thing here at the club is not making birdies and not making pars, nor not making eagles, but making friends. And we found a real friend in NMP.
It starts with a good bid, complete bid, nice smooth negotiations, and then a happy customer on site because he sees things are happening the way he'd like it to be happening. So I think that's NMP.